here. Thank you so much, it really means a lot. Thanks a ton. So today, why we are gathered here is we all know that there is something which we are missing out in Goa. The app-based taxi, we all travel outside Goa and we all know how easy life is for us when we are in any city outside Goa. But back here in our very home state, when we want to go places, we are not able to due to the absence of, an app-based taxi, which is actually very nice. So the government has come out with the 3G, program, which is the 3G stands for government taxi, Goan taxis, Goan drivers, and government pricing. In fact, I would also like to welcome my colleagues here on the days. Mrs. Pallavi Sargaonkar, who is the Managing Committee Member, GCCI, and Pallavi Arandekar, who is the Director, GCCI. We also have amongst us Kirti from the Transport Department, right here. So she's amongst us and she would also tell us about the actual guidelines which they have laid for this particular thing. So like I said, we all live in this beautiful state, and yet for most women, something is just stepping out, whether for work, education, or errands. It still comes with a sense of uncertainty and dependability. Whether it's students, working professionals, mothers, even homemakers, we all share one simple need: safe, affordable, and reliable transportation. In today's digital world, when we can order food online, we can manage our finances online, and we can connect to people globally through our social media online. But when it comes to a simple task of reaching from one destination to another in Goa, we cannot do it online. We lack that. So it's high time we change this, and today we have invited women from different walks of life, different professions and age groups to share with us their challenges in the absence of such an app-based transport service in Goa. In fact, having this in Goa will not just make life simpler for us, but perhaps even let us grow. Like I said, we women could grow and reach places. Today, women are breaking barriers, they are shattering glass ceilings. But when it just in Goa, when it just comes to, going from one place to another, we have challenges, we have issues. So, dear women, we will be passing the mic to each one of you. Okay? Please introduce yourself, your professional domain, and in 2 minutes tell us the challenges that in your life, what you face due to the absence of these app-based taxis. So I think without any ado, let us start.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Pallavi, let's start. So Pallavi, would you like to tell us?
Okay, today GCCI Women's Wing has organized this. I would say to take everybody's viewpoints, and especially the women. So this reform aligns with the national vision of Viksit Bharat at the rate of 2047. So technology, or as we all know, is a key pillar to vision, and Goa Transport Aggregator guidelines, they tell you how we can integrate digital solutions to improve livelihood, service, and economic outcomes. For Goa to emerge as a role model, it is very important, because even I have had friends who have come and told me that it is not possible to get good taxis in Goa, or it is not possible to travel. That's why they end up getting their own private vehicles. So this is a very good reform that everybody must embrace, and it integrates with technology, where you can have a choice as far as transport platforms are concerned. So let us continue with this feedback session, and your own, and we get everybody's views and inputs on the guidelines.
Good morning all. I'm Pallavi Arandekar, Director of Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Coordinator of the Tourism Committee of GCCI. As Chamber, we've always supported the aggregator-based taxis, and we've also congratulated government the moment the Goa Miles app and that system was put in place. Other than that, also being a woman and being employed in the chamber. So there are many situations which are common to all of us as women, where we have to go for important meetings or events or anything which is a day-to-day affair. It's a routine affair for us. It's not just once a week, and that is a time when we are so dependent on public transport. So, for example, I travel on a two-wheeler normally. That's the easiest way to travel in Panjim. But if I have to go to the secretariat, or for example, I have to go anywhere else for a meeting, I either have to depend on someone, or then I have to look around and see will I get a rickshaw down, will I get a taxi down, and just hope for the best. So, as a woman, I think I would really want to support an app-based taxi system, because it is very convenient, it becomes transparent, and when it's digital, of course, it becomes safer also for all of us women. From the tourism perspective, I would say that we are a premium destination, and we should be always Goa has been making waves for beyond its waves and now beyond beaches also. But now we have to make sure that we bring on board also very convenient mode of transport, so that there is a greater transparency across. Everyone feels comfortable, right from women to children. And I think an aggregator supporting this kind of system, which the aggregator guidelines, if you go through them, you will find that everything has been taken into account. The livelihoods for the drivers, the rates, the system of making sure that they get their payments within a very, very reasonable frame of time, the insurance which is being formulated for them, and also special discounts for women taxi drivers, where we are also, the guidelines say that if you use an EV vehicle, then there is a subsidy for you, it's a grant. So along with that, we are also going the sustainable way, and I think getting aggregator-based system would be a great high for Goa. Thank you so much.
I think we can start with the women, and once we are done, we would invite Kirti to tell us some of the guidelines they have set for the aggregators and the low-end taxi drivers. Yeah, thank you. We can start. Okay. Smita, if you can start.
Good morning, and
Please stand so that everybody can see you.
let her from the front.
Yeah.
Let her come on a podium.
No, let her come on. If you wish. No, otherwise each one will take a lot of time.
Yeah,
So,
I take a lot of time.
Who is front?
So ladies, if you are comfortable, you can come in front. Otherwise, you can talk from your place. That's it.
Okay. A very good morning, and thank you, Asha. This is a wonderful platform you created for us. And I'm Smita Patil, owner of an eco farm. Now, I will talk about my personal thing. Like today, I had to keep my vehicle at the Miramar Circle, take a public transport, because I know that I won't get parking here. If I had an air-based taxi, probably I would have come by that. So that is my requirement.
Yeah, they will turn and
Come in front.
Hello. I'm Simi, and so my company name is Waves Combined, forward and based. It is a restaurant hotel supply equipment. What to say? Lot of points are there. It's not one and two. And first, only we should all support this app. And ladies drivers, just we have to keep priority, because sometimes we travel at night, and that is a big thing. And normally whenever we go out of Goa, we feel so convenient, so nice, so nicely, smoothly they work. Why not? Means years now, too late it is going. Let's see with all the best hope. Okay, thank you so much.
Prapti.
Good morning everyone, I am Shakti Shinde, founder of Reva Technologies. I am representing GCCI here today. So Goa, as we all know, is a favorite tourist destination, but we as a people definitely need more secure, safe, transparent, transport system. And I think it's a high time to demand for a web-based taxi services. Let alone tourists, we also when we have to go to remote places or in night time, we don't know, it's so uncertain, how to travel. Are we going to get a taxi back? And what would be the prices, with whom we would be traveling? So these all things are there. So definitely we need an app which is also women-centric, student-centric, because we have a lot of the students coming to Goa to study. So definitely app should have the systems embedded in it, which talks about emergency SOS, ride sharing, affordable, user-friendly, and we should have an app. That's what I say, and we all are here for it today. Hopefully we'll see soon in the future, and thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. You can stand there and speak. Yeah,
They will turn it.
Yeah, they can turn.
नमस्कार, माझे नाव प्रीती प्रशांत केळकर आणि हांव DRDA साऊथ हांगा एज ए इंटरनल मेंटर काम करता आणि खुबशे चॅलेंजीस माझ्या जे रुरल बायलां आसा तांकां येता ट्रान्सपोर्टाचो, कारण बसीस थंय पावना किंवा एखादो असो जागो आसा की ते रानान कशें येता आणि ते जायना. तर एज अ लेडीज टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हर जेन्ना तुमी म्हटलें की बायलां टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हर जावं शकता आणि EV गाडी घेत जाल्यार तांकां आनीक कितें तरी सबसिडीज मेळटली. सो इवन इन्शुरन्सा खातीर जरी पळोवपाक गेलें जाल्यार बायलांक सुद्दां ते हें आसा आनी मोटिवेट आमी सदींच बायलांक करता. सो म्हाका अशें दिसता की वुमन ड्रायव्हर, टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हर हो कॉन्सेप्ट जावपाकूच जाय गोंयान आणि हांव ताका खऱ्यांनीच साथ दितलें. थँक्यू.
Thank you. I would just ask the press, do you want them to come in front? Yeah? Okay, please come.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tanvi Chodekar. I was HR industry for the last 15 years. Now, since this platform is stressing more on women, I think we should also promote for pink caps. We have this pink power in action already. Pink caps, I think, they would also have a comfort and safe travel for women. But also, I think we could open up opportunities like employment-wise for women, okay, and contributing again to the economy as well for the women of Goa. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I'm Sandhya Kamath. I'm a proprietor of Nipun Softwares. I'm into taxation, also Vice President of international organization called Chimban Mission, which you all must have heard about. Everybody is speaking in favor of this. Yes, we want app-based taxis, definitely. But if Asha allows me, I'll just narrate one incident in 2 minutes, and you all will know how pathetic the condition in Goa is, how they are bullying the people, these taxi people. A friend of mine came and directly from the airport, he went to a 5-star hotel in South Goa. So when we went to collect him next day, they would not allow us. They made that person come with the baggage outside. I said, it's my car. He said, no, you're not allowed. You leave your car there and call that person and come on the way. So this is totally hooliganism, and we have suffered this in Goa for so long. At last, government has taken note of this, and something good is coming our way. Thanks to the government and thanks to you all for organizing this, and let us raise our voice and all of us support this. Thank you.
Hi, Natasha Bharadwaj with South Asian Institute of Crime and Justice Studies. As you know, I really wanted to say that this change is much needed for a long time, and the push-pull of what will work, what won't. The voices of almost 50% of Goa's population has been missing. Women who live here, who work here, who visit here, we all need a transport system that lets me go out, that's dependable, accessible, affordable, and when that happens, I feel free. You know, one of the things that I see a lot is India is moving towards women-led development. India's labor force participation for women is going up, but Goa's has gone down. This kind of work If women can be more drivers in the system, it really helps. It's unstructured. It lets them kind of work these flexible hours. So this is really an opportunity for us to also create more jobs for women, which is much needed because we all know when women work, what happens for us. So thank you so much.
Hello everyone, this is Pranita. I'm a working woman and there are a lot of challenges you must be knowing. For a working woman it is very difficult. Sometimes you have to support your house people also, and I ride a bike but I cannot reach to my children when they are required. So I think our Apex taxi is a very reliable source and we should always support it. We all should support it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm Shweta and we organize exhibitions, talent exhibition, and we have exhibitions in North Goa as well as South Goa. So we have most of the women entrepreneurs participating in our events, and it becomes very difficult for them to travel. Like in the evening when they finish the event, they have to go back to their house. So it becomes very difficult. So if the app-based taxis come and go out, then it would have been really beneficial for these women entrepreneurs so that they can travel and they can participate in all the exhibitions across all the corners of Goa. So this is must. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Nikita Gupta representing my NGO Goa Values Prudent and talking about the whole transport system. You travel anywhere outside Goa, how easy it is, how free and how affordable it is. And yes, something that is making life even easier in Goa, why not? And government giving the support, of course, very well welcomed. And yes, it will be way too easier than it is right now. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Rahila Khan. I am a lecturer at the Government Polytechnic. I live in Prudent and work at Alti. And I find that this 11 kilometers becomes so difficult to travel sometimes. My husband normally drops me and picks me, but he's a professional photographer, and many times his timing and my timings clash. And I used to drive, but I had a major accident a decade ago, and I fear driving now. I fear traffic, so I have a real mind block towards driving. And I'm so dependent on people. Every time I need to go for an event, I need to go to work, I need to ask everybody at home, can you drop me, can you drop me? Because if I have to travel by bus, it's too crowded, too time consuming. And even though I work for the government, I can't afford the taxis in Goa. When I travel out of Goa, I find it so easy. I feel I'm a very independent person, I feel on top of the world. But in my own state, I feel so helpless, I cry sometimes. And I really, really want the government to do something about this. There are thousands of women like me suffering in Goa. Thank you so much. Please do this because this will bring our standard up. We will have a good living and we will be an example for everybody.
Come this ma'am.
Hi, good morning to everyone. I'm Sunita Mathur, a life design specialist. After living all around India and abroad, I made this 2G. People go for 5G, 6G, right? I came to this 2G, which is gorgeous Goa, as my home. For last 6 years, I'm living in Goa. 40 years of my marriage, I was never so dependent on my husband. Today I am. I have to look at him. मेरे को यहाँ जाना है, वहाँ जाना है, and because of that, sometimes because I do these corporate events, I have to let go, which is a big financial loss for me, not to do that up north or down south, but as where the corporate events are happening, because no reliable taxi driver. I have this one guy who I can rely, who my husband can rely, and he says, if he is not free, let the event go, I'm not letting you go. So this is a really, really brilliant issue, I would say, which is Goa is suffering from ages. It's about time. We have to have this app-based. Whosoever comes, whatever it is, whichever app it is, we are fine. As far as the reliability is there, availability is there, accessibility is there, so that we feel safe in our own beautiful Goa. Thank you. I hope government is listening to us.
Hi, my name is Asha Beneka and I'm representing GCCI Women's Wing. I'm a member of GCCI Women's Wing plus my own organization, Goa Livelihoods Forum. So when I speak about livelihoods, this was my main concern, and listening to Asha Arundekar here, Pallavi, and Pallavi, so it answered all my questions, because this app-based taxi which is coming, it is taking care of everything. That was my main concern, because I have a certain responsibility. Apart from my own problem, that I feel a total handicap when it comes to driving. And I have to depend, like Rahila was saying, my heart went out to her. As a woman, how much mental tension, how much anxiety it is creating in our minds. Our organization also does research surveys, and I felt this is one area where we can find out how much mental tensions, mental anxiety this is causing to us women, working women, professional women, because we have to balance both our families and our professions. And sometimes major events, like today, I had a great problem in coming here, but my voice matters. That's why I'm here. And government has come out with 3G. It is high time. We need it. Desperately we need it, because I'm going through it every day of my life, of balancing my profession and my family. Thanks to my husband, thanks to Asha, because of being a GCCI member, and we are living close by. So she has been, celebrities are my drivers. I always say. Today my brother, who has become Mr. Senior India, he drove me here. My husband drives me here. So I have to depend like this. I want to end this. I want to control my life so that I will be able to travel anywhere, any part of Goa. Only Goa has this problem. No other state. I travel not only in India, I have traveled abroad. Nowhere I'm totally in charge, in control of my life. But here I feel like an handicap. Please do something about it. High time now. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Reena Murali Shankar, but I'm also the official family driver. Like the ladies who don't drive find it a handicap, I find it a handicap that I drive. Because frankly, it's so exhausting. I'm driving my 14-year-old to school, and he says, Mama, I just want to grow up so you don't have to do this. I drive my senior aunt to wherever she wants to go to. And it's not fair, because I am at a stage where I'm free to grow, free to prosper, free to thrive, and I want all my energy on my work. I hire or I work with as team members the most brilliant youngsters from the far-flung villages of Goa. Whenever I ask them to come to Patrick to meet for a meeting, it's so stressful, because they're taking bike rides, they're taking 2 hours to reach by public transport. It's not fair. That's it. And why do we accept something that's not fair? We talk about women entrepreneurship, we talk about women raising their voices, but we don't give them the tools that are required to be our best. All we're asking is, allow us to be our best with what you can give us, because we are using the rest of our energy, our time, our intelligence, right? So support that with the right tools is what I say. It was hurtful for me to give up my office a while back, because I was driving around. I came to office and then I was driving around, picking up my kid, picking up my aunt, picking up the groceries, picking up everything. It didn't make sense for me to operate from a workplace. It is a lot of sacrifices we do. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope this works for us. Cheers.
I'm really sorry for breaking the sequence, but I feel you because I'm new to Goa and I'm totally dependent upon my family now. So I do drive, but to understand the places and to explore, I think this is must, and it will help us when we start. And I'm new here. It will definitely help us to empower other new youth also. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for calling me here, Asha. Everyone, my name is Ruchika Davar, and I'm a television host and a live show host. By the virtue of my profession, I have been privileged to travel across 25 countries, and I have traveled to all the major cities and destinations of India multiple times over. And the most startling thing that I've noticed on what's my routine when I step out of Goa is that the moment I land in Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune or any other city, or for that matter when I land in a country like Thailand, the first thing that I do is I log into data and I install Uber, Ola or Grab Taxi. The moment I land back in India, the moment I land back in Goa, I uninstall those apps from my mobile. The issue is that there was probably a time, and this time I would like to speak for actually the taxi cars of Goa. A lot of us have been coming up and saying why we need the taxis. But I have to tell those taxi cars why they need our business. Because there was a time, probably 15 years back, 20 years back, when Goa did not have the kind of critical amount of population that was needed to sustain a local taxi business which would be thriving. So the taxi cars were entirely dependent on the tourists. Things have changed. A lot of women have been assimilated into the workforce and the workplace, which means every single day there is much more movement of people happening. And when so many people move within a state, they need reliable public transport. For a lot of us, you're entrepreneurs, you're women in good high-flying corporate jobs. You need space where you're sitting while you're being driven to your place of work. You're on a business call, probably you're sitting on the back seat with your laptop open, completing a document. Half of the times, when I'm driving around Goa, I'm thinking, my God, I could be using this time to be more productive. Instead, what am I doing? Circling Panjim for the last 25 minutes, looking for a parking spot. And that is something that I don't want to do anymore. Also, having been given this opportunity to speak here this morning, I want to speak for fellow performing artists and event workforce of Goa. We maintain very odd timings. And for every woman and every man for that matter that steps out to perform at a live performing show, you need reliable rides back home. I think today the taxi cars need to understand that only if they would let go of this preconceived notion that their major business is coming from tourists. No, I am telling you, brothers, give us a chance. You will have no time for tourists. When my parents and everyone comes from outside of Goa, no matter how busy I am, the moment they tell me, okay, we booked our tickets, we are coming for 2 weeks, I start feeling nervous. Because now either me or my husband, one of us has to be on standby at home to take them for sightseeing everywhere, which is something you never need to do anywhere else. So it's high time. The women of Goa need taxis for their own use. The people of Goa need taxis. Let's stop being tourist-centric. We have enough population of our own to sustain this business beautifully. Thank you.
Madam, please come.
We have a student here. Hello everyone, I'm Naina Jain. I'm a student and I'm 16 years old. Personally, I just want to be able to go from point A to point B without depending on 5 different people. My parents are both work full time and sometimes I can't help but feeling stuck. Because I can't drive, I can't carpool, always carpool because I mostly do. And we don't even have this app-based cab service which is everywhere, so I'm stuck. My grandmother as well, I feel so bad for her because she's home most of the time, and sometimes she just wants to go to like the Panjam market or the doctor, but she can't unless someone takes her. I just want to say, the freedom to mobility isn't a luxury, it's a right. And when it quietly takes away the opportunity to work, to study, to go to an important a meeting, and to be independent. So yeah, this is basic, and Goa needs it. We deserve it, and that's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm architect Jyoti Bhosle. I have projects all over Goa, and primarily I try to stick to North Goa because of the travel reasons. I rarely take projects in South Goa because the commute kills me. So if I do a visit, I'm done for the day. I'm not able to do anything else. So I club a couple of site visits, and by the end of the day, I'm spend the entire day traveling. So a taxi which I can pick and drop at whatever location would help me get my work done while I'm commuting. In addition to that, I have a teenage daughter, and for everything she needs me, I have to drop my important things and then go drop her somewhere, pick her up, and I think that time could be efficiently used. Along with the fact that it will be an app based, so I know exactly who's driving her and when she is going to reach, and obviously I can even pay for it online. So app based would really help. And in addition to the rest of the family as well, like my son has to be picked up from the airport or whatever, I'm spending my time and effort in doing the same, and it will probably cost me the same to do it, but it'll save me time. So I'm looking at it for more efficient work-life balance. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Seema Chaubey. By profession, I'm a photographer, and I do cover weddings. So when I'm covering weddings, my working hours are very odd. Sometimes I end up doing weddings, cleaning weddings by 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So I have three options. First, I take my car, and after those exhausting hours, I just drive back to my home when I need really rest. Second option, I just call some cab at 2 a.m. which is not possible, which is not functional. Third option, I just rent a cab for full day. I end up paying him like 4,000-5,000, which is not functional as well. So I am really in for these app-based taxis, and hats off to you to take this forward.